Paul C. in New Hope. We've done leaf cleanup for him in the past. Scope of work for today is going to be like kind of a spring cleanup, trimming bushes, about 145 shrubs in total that you're trimming, so it's a good bit, decent sized property here. Cleaning up the beds, freshening them up, kind of blowing them out. Not getting mulch today, possibly getting it later in the year, so just try to make the best you can with the mulch that's here. He said maybe like turn it over, rake it over, you know, we're going to weed out the beds and blow them out, but just trying to clean it up a little bit. So I will start up front. So just, you know, usual edging. For edging, I would just use a string trimmer. We're not going nuts here and like cutting an edge for him. His edges look pretty good already. So weeding, you know, do your usual stuff. String trim, whatever. I'll put that, we'll pull large and string trim the rest. But clean up these beds, rake them up. So you got mulch beds here. So trimming wise, you're pretty much going to trim 90% of the things on this property. There's a couple things he said don't worry about trimming because he already took care of it, but nothing needs like aggressive trimming, just like light pruning. So you can like prune up basically everything here. Light prune and shape, all these boxwoods prune and shape, weed out the beds. Weeds are a little bad, like worse over here, but clean them up. Got a bed over there, just prune and shape, clean up the beds. So I'll just like walk the property so you can kind of see it, get an idea for what's going on. But yeah, everything here, prune, shape, clean up this debris, the mulch that's spilling out into the walkway, you can clean that up. It's a cul-de-sac, turn around, or you can turn around easily in here, no problem. All these boxwoods, prune them all, shape them all. Beds aren't in terrible shape as of right now. There are some leftover like leaves and such from the winter. So just try your best to kind of blow them out and clean them up. Leave the hay alone. I guess like even this lightly prune, he was saying, these guys, if they grow at all, we can cut them down even shorter, but he said he likes to cut them down like 2 or 3 times a year just to keep them under control. So he does have, that's a huge deal. He does, I noticed, I think I can hear him running right now, but he has like irrigation built in for all this stuff. So when you're in these beds with like string trimmers and going nuts and cleaning up the beds, just be mindful that there is probably, and I've seen a couple of them throughout, like sprinkler heads in here. So just be careful when you're in here that we don't bust a sprinkler head. So prune them all up, clean the beds. Over there, the tall grasses you can short, all those shrubs. They need a little more trimming than everything else, but trim all those up, prune them up. Not touching any of these big guys. All your trimming's like medium, you know, small, medium, large type of shrubs, but not like nothing gargantuan. So prune and shape this, clean up all these beds, clean the beds, rake them out, prune and shape, prune and shape. These guys, don't worry about trimming. He said he just cut them. Those guys, don't worry about it, he just cut them. These yuccas, don't worry about. Clean up the beds here. It's got a lot of like growth that's kind of starting to come up. So the one thing a little funky here is these ornamental grasses. So from where my pole is to the right, he wants to keep all this. All that stays. He wants like basically here dug out and removed. Essentially, long term, he wants to put more sod here, deep in this edge, he's saying, and he doesn't want all this growth right near the edge. So right here over, dig it out, keep the rest. Can lightly prune these guys, weed these beds, blow out the leaves and debris. These guys lightly prune and shape. Said he has like horticulturists coming out and seeing what's going on with these, but I think they might be okay because past the yellowy stuff, it actually looks greener. So this guy you can actually just yank out. It's basically dead, so you can pull that out. Just blow and rake those beds out. No trimming back there. Clean up these beds in here. You can cut these guys down, clean these beds up. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if he did mulch recently here, but these, he said his wife just trimmed, so don't worry about trimming any of these. All these you can lightly prune and shape them. Weed out the beds, clean them up, rake them, blow them. You don't got to go nuts with anything back here. You can leave all that be. All these beds, kind of blow them out, all the droppings and stuff, clean them up. Again, don't worry about anything over here. General yard kind of light clean up, like some of the stuff here. It's a big property, so collectively you'll probably get a good bit of stuff. Clean up all these beds, prune and shape all these, trim them up. Trimming all these guys back a little bit, clean the beds up, And then that's kind of the end of it. We're having back up to the front. Like I said, prune all these. Don't forget about this bed. Didn't say anything about the mailbox, but you know, touch that up. Anywhere where there's mulch, we're gonna just weed it, blow them out, rake them. That's it.